With many different sides to it, Romania is just as much rolling forest-clad hills and picturesque mountains as it is beautiful medieval towns, ancient monasteries, and breathtaking castles. Its cities are just as diverse in character and appearance. Consequently, it is an incredible country to visit. And many of Romania's cities look as if they have just sprung up out of a fairy tale. Such is their beauty and charm. Wandering around the old streets of Brașov and Sibiu, for example, is an absolute delight as you pass medieval watchtowers, elegant churches, and lively market squares. While there is a lot of history on show throughout the country, there is a dynamic feel about many of its city streets. Happening cultural scenes can be found in both Sibiu and Bucharest, while the capital is also home to some of the nation's best nightlife, bars, and restaurants. With something for everyone to enjoy, our list of the best cities to visit in Romania will surely not disappoint with all that they have to offer. Here's a look at the best cities to visit in Romania. Often overlooked by tourists, Târgu Mureș is a lovely town located in Transylvania. Life in Târgu Mureș revolves around Trandafirul Square, which is very impressive. It is home to 2 cathedrals and the spectacular Cultural Palace, which displays some delightful Art Nouveau architecture, with a 15th century fortress also on hand, alongside lots of shops, restaurants, and bars. Târgu Mureș is well worth stopping by when exploring the rest of the region. Number 9. Oradea. Although Oradea has certainly seen better days, the city is full of beautiful, if slightly decaying buildings that date back to when it was ruled by the Austro-Hungarians. As it dates all the way back to Roman times, there is a lot of history on show. While wandering its lively streets, you'll find beautiful Art Nouveau mansions, Baroque churches, and neoclassical theaters. Located just a stone's throw away from the Hungarian border, Oradea is a multicultural city with a large Hungarian population. Many people visit on their way to and from Hungary. Number 8. Sibiu. With its lovely pastel-colored buildings, winding cobbled streets, and lofty spires and towers, Sibiu certainly paints a pretty picture. Its delightful, walled old town is very well preserved and is now a popular tourist destination. The fact that Vlad the Impaler, who was the inspiration for Dracula, was born here only adds to the fairy tale vibe about the place. Well worth visiting. Sibiu's medieval streets are full of artisan shops and atmospheric little cafes. Wandering around, you'll almost feel as if you've stepped back into the past. Number 7. Alba Iulia. Often overlooked by visitors to Romania, Alba Iulia is home to a magnificent star-shaped citadel. Contained within its old walls are some lovely monuments, museums, and more. There is a lot of history on show in Alba Iulia's well-preserved streets. It is here that Transylvania and Romania decided to unify together. Of particular interest is the wonderful 13th century Roman Catholic cathedral, which displays some lovely Romanesque architecture. With a number of elegant palaces and glittering cathedrals and churches, visitors will find a lot to see and do in the citadel, in contrast to the rest of the city, which is not nearly so pretty in comparison. Number 6. Timisoara. With some lovely parks, squares, and gardens scattered about the city, Timisoara is a pretty place to walk around. Timisoara is the European capital of culture, the third largest city in the country. It is renowned for being the first to rise up against Ceausescu, the former communist leader of Romania, in 1989. Several places around Timisoara commemorate this event, such as the beautiful Victory Square and the fascinating Museum of the Revolution. A very cosmopolitan place, Timisoara has lots of great restaurants and bars, as well as a lively nightlife scene. Many people use the city as a base while exploring the surrounding region. Number 5. Sibiu. Nicknamed the Little Vienna of Romania, Sibiu is a quaint, colorful town lined with charming Baroque houses and Gothic buildings. In its center is the Big Square, a beautiful plaza that is dotted with hotels, shops, and restaurants. It's been around for over 500 years and continues to be the center of daily life and the beating heart of the city. In the middle of the square, you'll find a statue of St. John Nepomuk, the square's main attraction. Grab some lunch or a cup of coffee and relax while admiring the view of one of Romania's most beloved squares. Number 4. Cluj-Napoca. The second largest city in the country, Cluj-Napoca is full of wonderful art, architecture, and culture. Its youthful population makes it a fun and festive place to visit if you're looking for some good nightlife. With some lovely architecture on show in the form of its Baroque buildings and old churches, there are lots of interesting art galleries and cultural centers scattered about. Visitors should make sure to stop by the wonderful National Museum of Art. In addition to this, there are plenty of peaceful parks and atmospheric cafes and bars for you to enjoy. Located in Transylvania, Cluj-Napoca is an increasingly popular destination thanks to improving flight connections. Nowadays, many people use it as a base from which to explore the surrounding region, which is full of beautiful scenery and old castles. Number 3. Constanta. Located on the Black Sea, Constanta is a large port city that comes second only to Bucharest in terms of importance to the country. Remarkably, it was founded more than 2,600 years ago. While most people visit Constanta for the seaside resorts and beautiful beaches that lie nearby, the city has a lot going for it. There are lots of historic buildings and interesting museums on hand. Of these, the National Museum of History and Archaeology is undoubtedly the most interesting, with its extensive collection of artifacts and marble tombs. With lots of nice hotels, bars, and seafood restaurants to be found in the city, Constanta is more than just a place to stop by on the way to the country's Black Sea beaches. Number 2. Brașov. Brașov is one of the most visited cities in Romania, and for a good reason. The city's picturesque old town is lined with winding stone alleys, colorful houses, and historic fortified churches. With centuries worth of history in its quarters, Brașov Old Town is a charming destination to spend a few days in Romania. Standing in the center of the town is the Black Church. which got its name after being burnt in a devastating fire in 1689. You can walk down Stratus Fori, which is the narrowest street in all of Europe. Number 1. Bucharest. Once known as the Little Paris, in recent decades, Bucharest's reputation has diminished somewhat. As communist rule and decaying buildings put people off, Romania's capital is still a captivating place to visit, however, with loads to see and do. It is slowly regaining its popularity as a tourist destination. Mesmerizing to explore, Bucharest's leafy parks lie side by side with stunning 17th-century Orthodox churches, fascinating museums, and, of course, the enormous Parliament Palace, the largest parliament building on Earth. With its interesting mix of communist-era concrete blocks and monuments located alongside elegant villas and wonderful buildings, such as the lavish Metropoli Palace, Bucharest streets are pulsating with energy. Its trendy bars and lively nightlife scene offer up yet another side to this intriguing capital. Did we miss one of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified of new content. Thanks for watching.